All right, so we're going to be talking about Batman Failsafe. This is another book sent to me by my friend Chris. Thank you once again, bro. And yeah, this is the start of Chip Zdarsky's Batman run. Chris also sent me Volume 2, so I'll be reviewing that at some point. But yeah, so the comic basically, like I said, like I've heard, Chip Zdarsky's Batman run is polarizing, from what I understand. Is that there are some cool ideas, and the run also was cut too short because of Jeff Loeb wanting to do Hush 2, and that's going on right now currently in comics. So there was stuff that apparently Zdarsky wanted to do but couldn't. I don't know if I can't give any validity to that. That's just what I've heard. And the fact of the matter is that I don't I've heard very polarizing things about his run. I know Gotham War was really awful, so I kind of want to just skip Gotham War and just read like the main 5 volumes. Just that. I don't want to read Gotham War because I heard nothing good about it. Like it was just bad. Like I just heard it was just a bad event. And yeah. Now, Zdarsky is a writer I've really come to enjoy from, obviously probably giving one of the best Daredevil runs of all time to doing like his original series Sex Criminals to also his stuff with Spider-Man. Zdarsky has basically made a massive name for himself in comics. So when he got Batman, it was like, holy shit. And I can't wait for his Captain America run, by the way. Can't wait. But yeah. So where do we stand on the first volume of the comic? Let's get into it. So if you don't know what the first volume is about, Batman in this story is kind of dealing with a lot of stuff. He's still not a billionaire at this point. He's still, he's still kind of like being Batman more than Bruce Wayne. And essentially, in here, Penguin fakes his death, which kind of leads to the Tom King Batman run, which I've only read Volume 1, and I really want to read more of it. But I'm getting off topic. So the comic has it that since Batman allegedly killed someone, a robot he created that is part of he created subconsciously called Failsafe is now out to kill Batman. Zdarsky basically wanted to have Failsafe be the equivalent of Doomsday for Batman. And in my mind, I was like, didn't we have that, though? That was Bane. Like, we did that already. Like, I feel like we did that already. But, and also, it's evil Batman, but robot. I feel like and maybe it's just a thing of, maybe we're all just a bit burnt out of evil Batman, like we are burnt out on evil Superman. But Failsafe is kind of fun. Like, Failsafe itself is like Batman fighting. This is the closest we're going to get to Batman versus Terminator. It really is. This is quite literally the closest we'll get to it. Also, George Jimenez's artwork is phenomenal. I think he is just fucking baller with certain with just angles and also facial expressions. It is just awesome. I'm trying to show a good angle, a good page to showcase how good George Jimenez's artwork is. Look how good that Superman is, right? But yeah, George Jimenez really gives life to this comic. He really gives life to this comic. And also, Zdarsky knows how to do a fight sequence. He is really good at setting up fight sequences. On top of that, you have Tim Drake as the Robin in this story, and it's all to have Tim Drake here is almost like Zdarsky saying, "I read comics in the '90s. I'm in my 30s." So yeah, that played a part in it. And also, we have to talk about the Batman of Zur-En-Arrh. The Batman of Zur-En-Arrh is Batman's deep subconscious in here, and I kind of imagine Adam West's voice in here because it's like a psychotic version. How it's written is like a psychotic version of Adam West's Batman. So he's saying, "Don't worry about it, chum. We'll kill him later." And it feels weird to have both Failsafe and Zur-En-Arrh. I mean, yes, they do play bigger parts, and also it also feels like Failsafe got used and hijacked for Absolute Power, for the Absolute Power event. So I don't know if like Zdarsky wanted to just end this storyline, but they dragged it out with Absolute Power. Again, I don't work in the comic business, so I couldn't tell you. But yeah, the whole thing of also having Tim Drake in here as the Robin is awesome. As a Tim Drake fan, it is so good to see like Tim Drake work with solely with Batman, because he is the central Robin in this storyline. I also like how we use the Justice League in here and utilize certain members and how Failsafe uses to take them down, because again, it's just a Batman, it's a robot Batman who thinks of everything that Batman would think of, and Batman realizes it, and he's like trying to outthink everything. I do understand why people didn't really like Failsafe when he showed up the first time, because we were still like only a few years out after having the Batman Who Laughs and the Darkest Nights, and I feel like we've done enough of in comics of Batman fighting a variant of himself that is like him but evil, or darker. Like we had Ghostmaker and a few other characters and ancillary characters in universe as well. So I understand like having Failsafe rubbed people the wrong way, and the whole Zur-En-Arrh thing. They do bring up having Zur-En-Arrh in the Grant Morrison run, which was I was like, I hope they acknowledge that. The other thing, and I feel like it was kind of a throwaway line of like, okay, Batman's almost considered crossed the line before. Why didn't Failsafe wake up then? They're like, oh, well, Alfred was in charge of keeping Failsafe locked up, but now he's gone, so now it doesn't matter. And I'm like, that feels a little cheap, but okay. So yeah, this is it was good. I enjoyed it. It was there was some solid stuff in here. I will say though, how Batman survives falling from space is bullshit. But again, you have to accept some bullshit stuff with when it comes to Batman comics. That's just kind of part of the game. But seeing Batman like fall from space and survive, and yes, they do. Like Zdarsky explains like how he does it. But at the end of the day, it's comics. You just gotta roll with it, man. I still call shenanigans. I don't care how good at breathing techniques you are. You're gonna and like how tough your suit is. Your fucking costume, like you're gonna fucking burst into flames, and your body's gonna turn to jello when you hit those G-forces in atmosphere. I don't care how tough your suit is. Your body can't handle that, Bruce. So yeah, I am looking forward to the second volume. That's the That's the Batman of Gotham. So we'll see how that plays out. I know that's the multiverse story. I think this was pretty good. I think this was pretty good. It was a great opener. But I understand why people had some reservations of like Failsafe and everything else, and also Zur-En-Arrh. But again, I heard Volume 2 is probably like this is what I've heard from people who read the Zdarsky comics when they were coming out in single issues, is that from what I understand, the second volume, The Batman of Gotham, and the fifth volume are the best of that era, whereas the rest are just kind of like meandering. But I will be the judge of that in the comics. I will see how that goes. Anyway, also I like the backups. I enjoyed the Zur-En-Arrh versus Joker backup story. The Catwoman one is just kind of and it feels more like it's set up for Gotham War, but yeah. Anyway, so you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of Batman Failsafe? Did you guys like it, hate it? Comment below, let me know. Chris, thank you once again, brother, for this comic and the others. And other than that, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.